What up, friends? How are you doing? Good morning. How are you doing? All right. So we have an issue here. Okay. When something is over, okay, or not over, when you just don't see, like, how do you end things with people? Okay. I'm such a forgiving person these days that I don't know how to stop talking to people. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I made the decision that maybe I was gonna lay low on my boo thing. Wasn't gonna pursue that anymore. Okay, right. I think I said that yesterday, right? Okay, so um, what had happened was he called me, right, and so he Facetimed me because he has this thing like if I don't, he likes for me to send him pictures every day just to see like what I'm wearing, like if we don't see each other or whatever, and like just see how I look or whatever, I guess. I don't know. So I didn't feel like doing it yesterday. It was cleaning, washing clothes, doing my duties that I do on the weekends to get ready for the week. Okay. And so I think it was an accident. I think he accidentally FaceTimed me. And so we're on the phone and he's like, "So you want to hang out today?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to." So then he's like, "Okay, well, I want to see you tomorrow." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I said, "Okay." And I'm like, "Damn it, didn't I say?" Well, today I work, so it's not going to be hard to get out of it. But I was thinking, like, how do you just stop talking to somebody? Like, how does that, like, when somebody messages me, I have to message back. You know what I mean? Like in his case, he FaceTime me, so I had to FaceTime him back. You know what I mean? Or I had to answer it actually, and then our phone that was a sign. Then the call got disconnected, right? And then he called me back and I answered. And I'm like, dang it, why did I answer? Yeah. So I think because I got a lecture yesterday about not answering my text messages, so I'm like, oh, I can't get back in that habit. So I think that's why. Anyway, so that's my problem. So I think we're gonna hang out today when I get out of work, but I'm probably not gonna feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. So this week is oh, what is keeping me from getting closer or whatever, or pursuing, I guess, a relationship? Like, what's so bad with that? Okay, so my issue is I vowed to myself, this is just something I told myself, that I wasn't going to pursue another relationship until I got my finances in order. That's the last step for this part of my journey because when you go through certain things in your life, breakups, whatevs, whatever it is, you have to reestablish yourself financially, okay? And I never did that before. Like I used to just jump into a relationship if I had one, or be occupied with somebody, and I want everything to be in order because I don't know. Like for example, let's say, just for example, if I were to get into a relationship with this guy and my finances are not in order, I'm not going to be paying attention to that when we're in a relationship. I'm going to be paying attention to us and not focusing so much on that. Like, I need all of this. Okay, the thing is, I get things done better by myself because then I'm going to be all preoccupied with this person when I'm not focusing on what I need to focus on. I guess I'm easily distracted, is what I'm trying to say, you know? Because, in the beginning of the relationship, it's different, it's overwhelming. Like, it's like the honeymoon stage, you know what I mean? And I just don't want anything to distract me from my financial goals as well. Like I've met all my other goals, right? And this is the last part of it is financially. So I have to fix that. So I had vowed to myself earlier or earlier in the year, like, I can't be pursuing, I can't be chasing people if I'm over here, trying to figure out my financial status. You know what I mean? Like, what, well, let's say me and this guy get into a relationship and he loses his job, a couple months after. And then what's going to happen? No, he's not my responsibility. But if we're in a relationship, I want there not to be any problems. Like, yeah, he can easily find another job in the type of work that he does, and they make a good amount of money, and that's not why. That has nothing to do with why I'm interested or anything like that. Because, like I say many times before, I don't care what anybody makes. You can come to me penniless, baby, as long as you're applying yourself. Sometimes when we leave certain situations, we have to leave certain situations, and we have to leave everything. So I don't know where I mean, I know where he's living. This is just in case, okay? Because I don't need more financial burden on me. You know what I mean? I already handle a lot on my own, okay? And I just need to be financially set in order to get into a relationship. I don't want to have to be worrying about these bills that I haven't paid or that are overdue that I need to pay. Like, I want that not to be a problem, and I don't want nobody solving my financial problems but myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to be asking anybody for money. I'm not that type. I'd rather just work and get my own money. Okay. So, or let's say I meet somebody else, for example. Let's say I meet somebody else who has children. Okay. And I'm not going to be the type of person that doesn't allow my new person to see their children or pay their child support. Like I'm the type that will make sure they are taking on their responsibilities and not forgetting about their children, because we need both our parents in our lives. Anyways, so that's my speech for the day. Okay. So I'm going to try to like fall back a little bit, but I guess I'm still going to talk to him because when he calls me, I answer. So there's that. But I don't think it's going to move on any further. Now, I'm not saying that later on this week, I'm not going to get on here and be like, you guys, I'm in a relationship. I'm not I've been convinced into doing things before. Okay. Anyways, but that's the plan is to lay low and just to continue working hard and getting myself financially set. That's the goal for the week. Yeah. All right. So I'll let y'all go. Oh, and also one last thing. So now all of a sudden I'm getting these threats from people who are this is gonna sound silly to you guys because you guys know me better than anybody because I talk to y'all a lot. But like preaching the word to me. So I guess it's lives life's people. They don't like my video that I have up, so they're like harassing me now. It's just a couple people. It's not crazy. And I'm like, I don't know if they want me to be afraid or whatever, but I'm not going to take that video down because clearly a lot of people are thinking about it or have thought about it. And this is all her own doing. I'm just observing what she puts out. And I watch her channel to give her the view because I know how this world works. Like, I won't go watch a reactor just to watch her. I'll actually give her the view. Her, I do. With Jasmine, I don't. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. But I will give her the view just to be fair since I'm going to be judging her. You know what I mean? And so when I did that one short video, I'm like, I survived the Watts community, okay? That is the Chris Watts community here on YouTube. I come from the true crime community. Well, I dabble in different communities, okay? I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. I'm just me, okay? So, what happened in the Watts community is I was harassed. Like, have you ever gotten thousands of phone calls in one day? Have you ever gotten thousands of phone calls in one day? Yeah, if I can survive thousands of telemarketing calls a day just because I was voicing my opinion on this lady that was scamming people over there. I survived my identity theft too. Okay. I'm still working on that financially because when you go through something like that, you can't always get everything off of your credit and stuff like that. So I'm still working on that. Okay.